Excuse me. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, YouTube. Wolf Gamer, back again. It's been 2 weeks. I've got a few pickups, but I'm going to do something different. But it'll show some of the new pickups, what I've got, what I've been playing recently. Quite a few games. Some of the new releases, and some about three Super Nintendo games. So get comfortable. Right. Where do I start? I bought the game. I'm glad I did because I got a 3 months trial on Xbox Live. My gamer tag is FreakyJ2000. This game offline is really good. Like I've said before, it's Dungeon Siege 3. It's a lot like Baldur's Gate, but when you play it online, you can play 3 people or 4 people is the maximum, and you go through the story online with other players, and it makes it a lot easier. There's the box. The game is really good. I mean, I suppose sometimes I'm a bit one-way. I always say whatever game I buy, I like, because that's what, when I try to get games, I try to get them what I like. But the storyline is good. It keeps you gripped. Whatever character you play with, you get involved with. The storylines are quite good. The levels are very, very detailed. It gives you a challenge. It's just a really good game. But if you're sort of the one person where you're not really into RPGs and you want to get started, this is like a really good dungeon crawler. It's not too hard. You know, you can go through it. You collect all your coins. You level up. You get different armor, different weapons, different magic, different healing things, and that. You give it a try offline, and then you go online. Say like if you stuck offline, and you go online, and they're on the level that you're stuck on, and you get to the end level boss, and that's where you're stuck on. It'll show you how to beat it with more players, but it'll show you how to beat it offline. That's what I found anyhow. There's a level where you go into a load of caves, and there's a woman, like a witch woman, and it's quite hard to beat her offline. But when you go online, it's a lot easier. So this is Dungeon Siege 3. I highly recommend this game. You will get sick and tired of me saying I highly recommend this and I highly recommend that, but when I say I like it, because I ain't very good at games, so you know, I try to get really good games, and that is Dungeon Siege 3. Where do we go next? I bought this last week. It's Body Count. I might be wrong, but it reminds me a lot of Black on the original Xbox and the PlayStation 2. The gameplay and the physics to it. The game itself is really good. It's real well done. It's well designed. It's just a really good shooter. It's a lot different to like Call of Duties and things like that. Which, you know, Call of Duties, they get too, what's the word? Too same old all the time. It's do this, shoot this, that and the other. This is a bit different. This is more action packed, where you can pick it up, play. I don't really have much to say on this because I haven't really played a lot. I've played about an hour and a half at the most, but it is highly recommended. I think you can get it for about 25 quid now. That's that one. Gears of War 3. I'm about halfway into it. I wasn't going to get it, but I thought I'd give it a go, and I'm pleased I did it. You know, I've got the other two, and it is a really, it's a really good game. The graphics are really improved, the gameplay's improved a bit. The story's about the same, but it just keeps you gripped from start to halfway through for me. I very rarely see ends of games, but you know, that's Gears of War 3. I do recommend that one. You know, it's, I should say everyone's bought it now, but it is a good game. Right, it's 2 new releases on Friday. Now, I've been I played Demon Souls on the PlayStation 3, and that was hard. I got Dark Souls, which is that, the limited edition one. As it says on the box, prepare to die, if you can see that. And prepare to die a lot. You will die time and time and time and time again. I've only sort of played the beginning, and you go through, get your shield, and that takes a bit of, like when you're trying to equip weapons, it's not very straightforward. You sort of get a broken sword when you're in the cell, and then as you go along you get like a full sword, and then you get a shield. There's a bit where an archer is at the top of the stairs and he's shooting at you, and there's a cell. You go in, you find your shield, get your shield, and then you try quitting. Once you get used to it, I mean, it took me sort of 5 minutes to sort of figure out how to equip stuff. Like on Demon Souls, you went back to the Nexus. This, you have bonfires where you go near it, you press the button, you sit near the bonfire, it saves your game. I mean, there's like a boss level, but I think, well, I'm going to watch you walk through, but I think I figured out what to do. Because when you're going up the top of the castle, and then you walk through this gate, and you hear this big boss thing, and I think what you got to do is drop down on his head. Although I ain't quite sure, but I died time and time and time again. Got frustrated with it, but I thought, you know, you would have thought they'd let you sort of get it in nice and easily, go through the game, hack and slash a few enemies, and get you into it. It does to a degree, but then you get a fucking big boss, you're just getting used to what you're supposed to be doing, and then you die time and time again. But saying that, you know, it's one of the games, you know, it's one of my games that I was really looking forward to it, and I do like it. I mean, I've only had it since Friday, but it is highly you know, what can I say? It's hot, the graphics are good. It's a big contender for Elder Scrolls Skyrim, but I like this. I think once you get the knack of what you're doing, what reviews I have seen, they've said it's hard, but it's not too hard to complete. But I will persevere with this one, because it's one I've been looking forward to it, and I sort of will say now that this is one of my top games of 2011, without a shadow of a doubt, and that is Demon Souls. Hard, but well worth it. You need patience, and the big word is do not forget to die. Prepare to die. You will die a lot. Now, the next one is no surprise. It's another new release from Friday. This is Rage. This is absolutely fantastic. This reminds me of Fallout a little bit, but Fallout like cranked up 1,000. What Fallout should have been, and I'm going to get slated for it, but you know what Fallout should have been. This is just astonishing. The graphics, the amount of detail in like the wastelands and the old Earth and that, and the buildings, and you look up and there's like, it's absolutely fantastic. The graphics are really good. You got to do like missions, and there's an actor in it. I can't remember his name. It's in the because you get that, and you get I got the special edition with the okay, with the making. Is it John John something. He used to be in a lot of 80s movies. Big guy. I think he was in Uncle Buck or something like that. John something. Doesn't say on the back here. But I ain't got too far in it. I've done a couple of missions where I've had to go to like I think it's an oil refinery factory, and the bloke there gives you a shotgun, but you have to go to this radio tower to make sure it's still working. You flick a switch and you get it working, and you slide down the zip line. There's a bit where you slide down the zip line, and it's brilliant. It's absolutely cracking. It's astonishing. You know, the amount of detail, the racing is really good. That was what I was a bit wary of. There's bits where you have to. There's a bit where I am now where I've got to go into one of the bad guys' dens, areas, and bandits, and collect bits for this buggy, because I've done a job for this bloke, and then I've got to get bits to get this buggy working, and then because at the minute I'm riding around like an ATV that he lets you borrow, but it's brilliant, 100% brilliant. I played 2 hours of it last night, but I took my time in it because you can go and do bits, and you can either do side quests for other people and money and all the rest of it, but the actual graphics is brilliant, absolutely fantastic, and that is rage. Cannot highly recommend it. Brilliant. And then we've got Alien Infestation on the Nintendo DS. Been looking forward to this. I forgot that it was out, and the only place that had it was Game. Game Station didn't get it, HMV didn't get it, nothing, and only Game only got 2 copies. That was my local game anyhow, so I don't know about anywhere else. It reminds me of Alien 3 on the Super Nintendo and the Mega Drive. The gameplay is a lot the same. It's a bit frustrating because you've got to get level keys to get down here and find this and find that. Haven't fighted no aliens yet. All I've fought are these big robots, and that is Alien Infestation. I haven't played too much of that. Well, about an hour I think. I like it, and if you like aliens, it's well worth picking up. We've got plenty of time. Right, a couple of retro games. As everyone has come to know now, I'm a big Addams Family fan. And a couple of weeks ago, in my big Super Nintendo lot, I managed to get Pugsy Scavenger Hunt. I like these games. I have for some strange reason, I have a big fascination with Addams Family. That's the box. They are very testing platformers. The levels are long. The levels are very colourful, detailed. Everything else, they're very, very colourful, just very detailed. And I do recommend Pugsy Scavenger Hunt. The next one is Aero the Acrobat 2. I see SNEStastic he said he got Aero the Acrobat 1 and couldn't figure out what to do. This one is a lot more straightforward. It's a lot more go from one level to another and then to the end. You still have to find your way on bits, but it's not as confusing. Because like on the first one, you're in the circus tent and all the rest of it. This isn't as confusing. So this one is a lot better, and it's a lot more colourful sprites than the first one. And the last game what I've been playing recently is Mega Man X, and everyone knows that Mega Man is a pain in the friggin' ass. It's such a good game, but it's so bloody hard, and the only one I can beat is this penguin bloke, because like you get going in like an icebox, like a freezer level, where the boss level is, and you sort of, I found you get in the corner and just keep jumping in the corner. So that's that one. Well worth getting. It is expensive, but it's a good game. So thank you for watching. This is Airwolf Gamer over and out. I'll see everyone this weekend at GameLink.